My name is Nadira. So I will actually sharing with you the today's webinar topic is coordinating Civil3D and Revit together. We've shared reference point between this Civil3D and Revit in BIM Collaborate Pro. So let me share with you the agenda today. So basically, I will use BIM Collaborate Pro as a collaboration tools to actually sharing the files, including with share the reference point, okay, the coordinate. And just to give you the overview, TechD Malaysia Sdn Bhd is actually already joined as a sole distributor in Malaysia since 2018. And we actually carry all the Autodesk solutions. So in this industry, actually we have 4 industry where we actually focusing on. The first one is AEC, Architecture, Engineering and Constructions. So basically this is my background on the AEC industry, and we do have the Design and Manufacturing, DNM. We also have Media and Entertainment, M&E. And the latest one, we actually have water infrastructure. We call it as AWI, Autodesk Water Infrastructure. But for water industry, basically Innovice, this Innovice is already matured enough in the market. So if you have background on the water, so you probably know what is Innovice. And the last one is ACC, our cloud constructions. So this one, we always call it as a CDE environment, common data environment, CDE platforms. So next, our ACC, like I said just now, I'll focus more on BIM Collaborate Pro. In our ACC, we actually have 3 module, which is BIM Collaborate Pro, Autodesk Takeoff, and Autodesk Build. So Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro is more into design management. You can actually review model drawings, some visualization on that model, or your drawings. And it is a cloud work sharing platform, live data. You can actually see the live data. You can actually manage the project trackings for each documentations, plan 3D drawings, Civil 3D drawings, and it also have a coordination where you can actually have auto clash detections, but you need to set up at the back end. You need to set up like match the folder and also models, because once you set up that, okay, you will actually see the metrics about clash analysis, and from there you can actually see how many clash between Aki and MEP, or Aki and structure, or Aki and civil, depending on how you set up at the back end before you are using BIM Collaborate Pro. Next is Autodesk Takeoff. So this one you can actually do takeoff, but it's a web-based, okay, 2D and 3D takeoff. Autodesk Build, okay, Autodesk Build is more into project management, site management, quality and safety, and it also have a cost management for you to track your main contractor claims, your subcontractor claims, or your own budget as well. And in Autodesk, we also have project closeout, okay, that you can actually compile all the documentation and pass to the owner itself. And all of this module actually have Autodesk docs where all your documentation can be uploaded into ACC platform. And just to let you know that it is unlimited storage. Okay, you can actually control setting a document control, document versioning, document approval. And I would like to highlight this document versioning where you have plenty of models, like 100 model version already in our ACC platform, and suddenly your boss or maybe someone, the manager, wanted to see a previous version. So in ACC, what you can actually do is you can always go back to the previous version. Let's say, for example, version 25, version 80. So you can always go back to that version and you can download that model or that documentation or that drawings. Okay, so our ACC is a unified platform where you can actually upload all the models, drawings, document, cost item, asset, including with photos and video. Like I said just now, it is unlimited storage. And when it comes to Insight, right, we actually have a automation dashboard or analytic dashboard, because when you are using the platform, let's say for example you are creating issues in documentations. So it's not only that, but you also prepare a site inspection forms, or you prepare a quality inspection forms. And at the end of the day, of course, you wanted to see what is the highest safety issues that happening on site. So in dashboard, you probably see the analytics about that. You maybe can actually see what is the next step or what is the next solution, that by having this high safety report, okay, during the construction stage, or maybe in your documentation as well. So this is a good dashboard that you can actually have without creating it. It's auto creating based on the data that you collected every day. Same goes to the report. You can probably export the report, that once you do a one full cycle of the safety inspection, and you probably can generate a report straight away. Okay, export to PDF or export to Excel. And construction IQ and data connector is help you to actually push the data from ACC platform to Power BI straight away. And if you have a third party that you wanted to place it, so it's easy to connect with. Okay. Yes, admin console permission, project setup template and notification. This admin roles is for administrator to manage their projects. You have multiple of projects, so you have multiples of project manager to monitoring all the projects. And of course, you also have multiples of project teams to be working on each of the specific projects. So you can have multiples of files, folder, and multiple project in ACC platform. So this ACC platform is actually, the main reason is for the collaboration, where you can actually connect with multiple stakeholders like architects, owner, contractor, and also project manager, whatever you see in the screen right now. Maybe currently you are still using LAN or wireless to connect your documentation, or to connect your model with your company server. Okay, so this is a typical project collaborations without ACC platform. But if you have ACC platforms, you can actually connecting all these models, drawings in Autodesk. So I will actually bring you on how to just roughly on how to set up, on how to share the file, and what is the benefit that you can actually see from BIM Collaborate Pro, including with shared reference point. Okay. So basically, our ACC platform is to organize the project data, access, and connect with all the stakeholders. If you have heard about Autodesk Desktop Connector, so it is good for you Like you can actually download that Autodesk desktop connector, and then from this desktop connector, you can always share the file in your laptop, okay, in your PC. And once you share in desktop connector, it will be pushed out to the cloud base when you have internet connections. Because our ACC platform is a web based, so you have to log in with the password, and you can actually have your multiples of project file in ACC platforms. Fundamental of Revit Cloud work sharing. Okay, everyone is connected in Autodesk Docs, and then you are sharing your Revit files into the cloud. Of course, there is a few steps that you need to do before you publish to the cloud. You can actually publish a manual, or you can actually auto publish as well. And when you wanted to share into the cloud, right, into the ACC platform, of course, there is you need to initiate the collaborate tab. You need to synchronize so that the person that have in that folder structure can actually see the latest files. And you can always see a publish latest file in the cloud. So ACC platform is for you to collaborate, communicate, and coordinate. So just give you a glance through of ACC platform. Is a web base that you can actually work in different place, okay, virtually everywhere. And like I said, it is a BIM data platform, okay, from the cloud, where you can actually save your PDF, your Excel, your model, your AutoCAD drawings, your Civil3D drawings. And by having said that, when you wanted to open Revit file, right, you don't have to download it. You can actually just view it in ACC platform, including with Civil3D and also AutoCAD drawings. It also for you to connect with different parties, but of course you afraid that different organization or different stakeholder will actually see the files that you save in the cloud. But in ACC platform, we actually have a security. Okay, we have a security that you can actually manage the permission level for each team members. Okay, whether you wanted them to manage the file, or whether you wanted them to edit the file, download the file, or only view the file. Also, it is possible to manage the people access to the right information in ACC platform. So when you have multiple stakeholder to collaborate, right, you can set up project tracking or project timeline that every discipline is sharing their files in the cloud. So when they share their file, it's a live files that you can view it, you can actually download it, and for you to actually do the next work in progress. Let's say, for example, architects already share their architects model, and then the structure team will actually follow that based on the architect's file and create their structure model. And this structure model also can be uploaded into can be shared in a project tracking, where everyone can actually see the latest file coming from the architects and also structure team. If you remember, I said about issue management or quality management just now. In ACC platform, it actually have issues markup for you to actually review the model or review that documentations. So you can actually create a review process workflow. Okay, who is the initiator? Who is the um the manager that need to create that documentation to be reviewed, and who is the responsible to solve the issues or rectify the issues or redesign back according to what is needed for your project requirements. So you can actually do some markup, some comment, and you can attach any files back, connect back to your center of file, which is in the CDE platform. So it is good that every issues that you are created, you have some reference file that you can actually review it or refer it. And this is what BIM Collaborate Pro that actually have automated clash detections. And this one, when you have multiples of files that sharing in the same platform, and you can actually view the metric clashes that actually creating at the back end. And for example, like you have 126 issues that has been created between between architects and structure, and you can actually view one by one with what elements, and from there you can actually directly create the issues to give to the responsible person to rectify it, that model, and then you can actually bring this to minutes of meeting as well. And setting up project in ACC, this one is just for admin on how they can actually creating the first step. You can have multiples of project in ACC platform. If you see the BBB, that one is the BIM 360, but now we no longer have that BIM 360. We all now have a ACC platform, okay, Autodesk Construction Cloud. So when you create a project, you can have your project name on how you want it to be created in a specific way, so you can actually do that. And you can have a project type, maybe hospital, government's project, infrastructure project, building project, so you can actually have that basic informations when before you create a project. And you can actually have the locations and what is start date and what is the end date of that project. You can actually enter the project value, including with the uh, um, RM or USD that you can actually put inside that project setting. So this is project admin page where you need to import all your team members. You can actually import them email by email. But let's say you have 100 user to be imported, so don't afraid, because you can actually import by template as well. So it's easy for you that you can just import uh, together, okay, all the team members, and you can assign them a role. So inside project member, you only have two options, whether you wanted to be project member or project admin. So basically, project admin can do everything, okay, inside ACC platform, but project member only um can manage the files inside docs or inside BIM Collaborate Pro, depending on which subscription that the user subscribe. Okay. So so if you see on the right side, you have a docs collaboration, you have a design collaboration. So that is depending on what you already subscribe. So imagine when you're creating a folder structure, it actually similar like you are using Dropbox or you are using company server. So in ACC platform is similar. You can have a multi folder structure, and you also can have multi sub folder structure in, inside our ACC platforms. So adding files to a project, you can actually add C3D file, or you can actually add a Revit file or any file like PDF. A PowerPoint also can be added into our project file. Okay. So of course, when you set up a project file, you will set up a different discipline. Okay. And based on discipline, you can actually set up similar in the folder structure. And when you save the files, you can actually save also based on different discipline for the structure. This data shortcut I will explain to you later on. It is actually for you to working with all the files that you have in ACC platform. Because when you wanted to draw, right, of course you want to have multiples AutoCAD files or a Civil3D file that you wanted to refer it. So you can actually set up in data shortcut. All right. So next one is Revit model to projects. Okay, so this Revit model, you need, if you have subscribed to it, okay, you can actually use this Collaborate tab. Okay, this Collaborate tab is for you to actually collaborate with the cloud straight away, right? So for example, okay, you open your file. So when you open your file, it's already have Autodesk docs, okay, or BIM 360 that you can actually connect directly from your Revit file. Okay, so like just now, you can actually open that Collaborate tab, and then you can actually view um multiples of project, multiples of folder structure. And when you click initiate, it is Collaborate, it is saved in your cloud. So you open in your PC, when you collaborate in the cloud, you save in the cloud, you can actually view straight away in the cloud. Same goes like Civil3D drawing as well. So you have your surface, you can actually see 2D view, or you can actually see 3D view in the cloud. Okay. And once you know already, I mean, how to actually push your files, your current file into the cloud. So you need to know how to setting up the coordination space as well. Because this coordination space is for you to monitor your clash analysis. Okay. So basically, this coordination space is actually inside different module, which is BIM Collaborate Pro. Okay, so you can actually go to the design collaboration, go to the setting, and this setting you can create that teams. We call it as a teams, or maybe discipline. Okay, that you wanted to create to make it automated clash in BIM Collaborate Pro platform. Okay, so you have to select which file uh, and which folder structure for each discipline. You can actually differentiate based on colors, because this color will actually you will see it in project tracking after this. So this setup is very important, that you apply to the correct folder structure. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, the color just now, this is how it looks like when you already set up a coordination space. So probably you will have this project tracking or project timeline. Okay, so if you see like the square button or the circle button, that is just a package. Okay, when you wanted to share any files or any model drawings, okay, inside this project tracking, so we call it in ACC, we call it as a package. Okay, so whether you share the package for everyone to see it, or you consume the package for you to see what has been shared by other stakeholders or by other team members. So this is how you collaborate in BIM Collaborate Pro with different stakeholders. Okay, so I will bring you to on how you can actually share the packages to others. Okay, in BIM Collaborate Pro. So when you see that packages, you can actually see from who, the date, the time, and what has been shared. Like for this one, you can have multiples of models. In BIM 360, you can view it, okay, in DWG drawing or RVT drawings. And if you wanted to share to someone, okay, of course you need to you need to name the packages, and you also need to write some descriptions. But you don't want, then it's okay. So you can actually share these packages to others. Okay, then others will actually see that packages like roadway team, rail team, drainage team, civil structure team. So you can actually see what has been shared by ROW survey team. And when you consume, right? Consume means you are downloading the file. So and it's meaning that you are receiving the file that has been shared from others. So it will automatically download in your folder structure. So you can actually open that file inside your consume folder structure by different tips. So it's good that you can actually having a latest file from a different discipline. So creating shortcuts, okay, creating shortcuts is actually very important, okay, for the CV3D, because it's allow you to for you to refer a specific CV3D objects like surface, alignments, profiles, and also pipe network, depending on what are you working with. Okay, so this CV3D, like you see, you can actually straight away open from Autodesk Docs, and you can actually see the same file that has been set up in Autodesk Docs. So when you open the files, okay, this is surface drawings. Okay, you can actually rename these surface drawings. And you are creating the data shortcut, okay, for you to work with related files that you wanted to refer. So basically, when you use data shortcut, is for you to maintain a dynamic reference between different project drawings. Okay, if the reference object in the source drawing is updated, then this can change automatically. It will be reflected. So that's why setting a data shortcut with Autodesk Doc is very important. Because let's say, for example, you are working on, let me give you some example, like you are working with the road. Okay, you are working with the road, and then you are, of course, you are referring a surface layout, like you see just now, the green surface layout. And that green surface layout, let's say for example, has been updated from someone else in Autodesk Docs. Okay, then it is good that you have data shortcut in your CV3D platform and also in Autodesk Docs, because whatever has been updated in that file, you will be also see that updated file, and you can always continue creating your surface, your road design in CV3D. So that is what meaning by having a data shortcut within Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro and also your Civil3D. Okay. So for surface collaborations between Civil3D and Revit, okay, I'm about to actually share about reference reference coordinate file. Okay, so this is just example that you can actually share Civil3D files to architects team, okay, for building, for them to check the layering of that building. So like let's say for example this process, right? Civil infrastructure team actually uploaded their surface layout, okay, in Autodesk Docs. And that surface layout actually can be used for Revit team to place the building on top of that surface drawings. So I'll show you after this. This one is just that for you to share the packages, and then the architects team can consume that packages. Okay, for example, this one, that architects team actually already consumed, downloaded the file. And before I continue to actually share with you on how to place that building into the surface, I just wanted to actually let you know that you need to download the shared reference point for Autodesk, depending on what Revit you are using. So if you are using the Revit 2020, so you need to go to the Autodesk account. In Autodesk account, you can actually go to the all product and services. And then from there, you can actually see there's a updates, and there is a extension and also libraries. You go to the extensions and then you search shared reference point for Autodesk Revit. So if your version is 2020, you download 2020. If your version is 2025, so you need to download a shared reference point for Autodesk Revit 2025. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so the shared reference point. Okay, that shared reference point that you already shared in the BIM Collaborate Pro. Okay, so you download it. Okay, you can open that file. This is where you wanted to export the coordinate to place the building. So from here, you can actually see, of course, when the civil infra do their road design, right? It will leave it for the building layout, okay, to place later on. So you can actually so from here you can actually export the shared reference point from the toolbox, okay, and then you need to actually tag that point. Okay, you can have it export as a inch, millimeter, meter, so you can actually export this shared point, and you can always upload in Autodesk Docs, okay, as the center that you can share to other stakeholder or towards the architects team. Okay, and from here, architects already received the shared point. So what you need to do is just now, remember, we already download that add-ins, okay, from the extensions. So you need to go to the add-ins, import check coordinate from XML file, okay, and from there, okay, when you import, you need to select a point, okay, that to place uh the surface layout. Okay, so you import the SRP file just now, make currents. Okay, so basically we will use level 1 or site level, depending on how you rename your floor plan. Sometimes site level, okay, sometimes ground level, okay. And from here, okay, you can always place a surface drawings from CV3D. So these are the process that you can actually do for the shared reference point from Civil uh, to Revit file, which is the architecture. You can actually do for structure as well. And this is just to give you some information that by using BIM Collaborate Pro, you actually can, sorry, not that one is after this. Okay, this one you can actually export Revit into DWG file, and then this DWG file, okay, can actually be imported into CV3D if you wanted to see the buildings in CV3D. So you can actually do that by using Autodesk Docs platform as a collaboration. So that one is just like export from Revit to CV3D. But what I wanted to highlight for the next informations is about link model. So this one is just showing that you synchronize with Central, showing that you are sharing the latest model into your cloud projects. So everyone can actually see the latest file in your projects based on different discipline. Okay, so this file link in Revit, okay, it is important that if you are in working with Revit file with different discipline or working with civil infra, plumbing, mechanical, okay, so it is good that you are saving all the files in Autodesk Docs because you can always have a latest file. Let's say, for example, you are working with architects model, and you can always have a latest file from structure or from mechanical or from plumbing, and you can use manage link to actually link the model, okay, on top of your building, so you can actually see, or you can actually manage back, rearrange the coordinate according to uh, shared shared point file from CV3D just now. So you can always rearrange back your mechanical, your plumbing, your structure in Revit by having a collaboration in BIM Collaborate Pro. So I believe that is a process between from early on how you wanted to set up a project in BIM Collaborate Pro, and then within BIM Collaborate Pro you actually manage to connect with other stakeholder, other project team member on model, okay, on model, on drawings, informations, and from there you can actually have a clash detection. Not only that, you can also sharing the shared coordinate location reference point from civil teams towards the Revit team. So is very important that you have the latest file in the cloud wherever your projects or wherever you are working from any locations.